Yo, my people, you get me? It's another video on the second channel, and today we're gonna be talking about basically why pain is necessary for you guys to go from the level you guys want to go to the next level. You get me? So obviously, like if you guys saw my documentary that I made on incels, I kind of touched on my personal life just a little bit in terms of like my breakup and things like that with my girlfriend. And I'm not gonna lie, man, that shit actually like obviously at the time when I made that video, it was kind of a thing where like everything was kind of recent. Hold on. Everything was kind of recent. In terms of like us talking, yeah, we were broken up with, but we still had each other on social media. And if anyone's going through a breakup right now, I'd advise just go no contact, because having each other on social media is not gonna be the actual effects of a breakup, innit? And you know, there was things on my part that I did that looking back I probably shouldn't have done. You get me? There was parts on her part that looking back she probably shouldn't have done, but I don't want to be one of them YouTubers who airs out my personal life on YouTube. I don't want my personal life to be something for entertainment in a sense. So I'm not going to go into any of the intrinsic details of what happened or what surrounded the breakup. I just want to come with you guys with the advice and personal development that I know that I've learned, and then hopefully you guys can learn from the situation or my situation. And the main thing I'm gonna tell you, man, is literally it's as simple as this, yeah. When it comes to difficult situations, right? When it comes to things that will cause you a lot of pain, a lot of emotional pain, like for example, breakups, yeah. You need to see sadness as a necessary component to success. You get me? Sadness, you know, the angst, everything is a necessary component. Do you get me? You can't run away from sadness. You can't run away from suffering. You can't run away from these emotions. You gotta embrace them. You're only gonna feel happiness. Like, happiness as a concept only exists because sadness exists. If sadness as a concept did not exist, you cannot truly be happy. Because how are you gonna be happy, yeah, if you've never experienced sadness? Or how, not even how are you gonna be happy? How are you gonna appreciate happiness if you've never experienced sadness, right? If somebody's been happy all their life, yeah, and they're happy, eventually, what you're gonna categorize them, they're not even gonna be happy, bro. They're gonna be content. They're gonna be content with where they are in life, because at the end of the day, life has just been like this. But see, when your life, you go to a point where it's like this, and then you use that as motivation, and you progress and you progress and you get like this. And let's say the person who's been happy has always been here, like that. And you, the person who's going through whatever difficult thing you're going through, you went down and you went up. You're going to appreciate the end goal of the quote unquote happiness a lot more than the person who was just happy all the time. And that's why you got to see every single setback, every single bad emotion, every single bad thing that happens to you lot in life, yeah. You just gotta remember, like, suffering is a part of your journey to become the person that you need to be. You get me? And it's a thing where it's like, nowadays, yeah, we try and avoid suffering. Even me, for example, like I said, I'm not gonna get too much into details, but looking back at it, yeah, you know, when we originally broke up, I didn't go no contact, and that was a mistake, because obviously not going no contact, it kind of made things a bit more open in the terms of like, cool, like it's not no contact, so I can still see her, I can still see her story, she can still see mine, we could obviously still talk to each other, things like that. But in a weird way, I was trying to alleviate suffering. I was trying to alleviate pain. Because everyone knows when you go no contact, it's essentially like, bro, that person is literally, like, from a psychological point, they're basically dead to you, right? You don't see them, you don't interact with them, you don't see them at all in terms of social media, nothing, bro. Do you get me? More time you gotta hope that somebody who knows the person might bump into you to say, oh yeah, they're cool, whatever. But most times you're not even guaranteed that. And the thing with no contact is, bro, when you go no contact, yeah, you don't know when the person's gonna reach out to you. You don't know. They might never reach out to you. Do you get me? you just gotta affirm it, bro. Right now, man's living as if I'm never gonna chat to this girl ever again. Obviously, I know that probably isn't the case, but I gotta live like that is a possibility. You get me? And obviously, I'm in a lot of pain right now, man. I can't lie, man. I'm going through it right now. But the thing is, I've been through certain situations in life that kind of showed me the kind of character that I believe I have. And I think I got the ability to kind of overcome these situations. And I didn't always have the ability to overcome these situations. So I want to share with you guys how you can overcome these situations. And the first thing you guys need to do when you're going through something bad, if you want to turn loss into a positive, is you got to do what you know you need to do, yeah, despite the emotions. So right now, yeah, obviously no contact, cool. I'm going through the processes, I'm going through whatever you want to call it, I'm going through it, yeah. Cool, man's gonna feel the emotions, you get me? Man's gonna feel the grievances, man's gonna feel like the impact that going no contact had. But obviously it's a thing where it's like, I might not wake up tomorrow and want to go on a run. I might not wake up tomorrow and want to get this video out. I might not wake up tomorrow and want to do all these things that I want to do. You get me? But at the end of the day, yeah, I got to do it. I got to do it. Because when you're sad, yeah, and you don't take action, eventually, and you just feel sorry for yourself, eventually, yeah, your sadness is going to be compounded, bro. Do you get me? Lack of action and sadness makes your sadness exponential. Because at first you're going to be sad because whatever happened. Maybe you lost someone, maybe somebody broke up with you, maybe you got cheated on. Do you get me? Maybe you got backstabbed. You get me? Maybe you're just going through it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you wake up and you just feel lost in life. But if you don't take any action, it's going to be exponential, because now it's not just a thing where you're sad because of the situation. Now it's a thing where you're sad because of the situation, and now your actual life outside of this situation is going to shit. And then you're really going to be cooked. You're really going to be cooked. I'm telling you. You guys need to turn every single L into a positive. So that's the first rule in terms of you got to take action. Do you get me? You got to take action. The second thing you got to do is you got to allow yourself to feel the emotions. You got to allow yourself embrace the suffering. You get me? Too many man nowadays, yeah, like I said, me included, bro. Do you get me? I tried to take the easy route with, oh yeah, I'm not going to go no contact, Bro, she ended up being the one, yo, I want to go no contact, cool. Now man's suffering, you get me? now man's actually going through it. By the end of the day, yeah, you got to embrace the suffering. Enough man get told nowadays, oh, as a man you can't cry. That's bullshit. Me personally, I wouldn't advise niggas to cry in front of people you don't trust, or even with your girl in it. Like you can cry in front of your girl, but like it needs to be the girl that you actually know in it. But if you're alone, yeah, and you're in the comfort of your own space and your own time, man, cry. I'ma cry. I don't care, bro. Let a nigga tell me that I can't shed tears from my eyes or it makes me weak. I don't care, bro. Do you get me? I'ma cry. I'ma spend time alone. You get me? I'ma be alone with myself. Because the problem is, too many men, when they're suffering, they want to take the easy way out, bro. A lot of men, they distract themselves, bro. You get me? Enough man get broken up with. Next thing you know, they're chatting to 18 different things. And I'm not saying this from a place of arrogance, because I've done it as well, bro. It's literally the easy thing to do. Especially when you put yourself in a position where girls find you attractive. Not saying that I'm the lingest guy. Obviously, as you guys can see, I badly need a retwist in that. But you get me? I know that I'm not ugly. You get me? I know that for the most part, you know, there's a portion of girls that would be like, okay, yeah, Daniel's attractive, cool. Or I'm attractive. You get me? But it's a thing where it's like, for me personally, it's a thing where it's like, that easy way out always catches up with you, bro. I'm telling you, it always catches up with you. Because more time, you're going to take the easy way out. You're going to be like, okay, cool. Man's not going to face this suffering right now. Man's not going to suffer. But at the end of the day, yeah, you can't escape it, bro. Because all you're doing is running away from your problems. And everyone knows, as a man, you got to handle your responsibilities, including your emotions. Too many men nowadays, yeah, they think stoicism is the lack of emotions. That's not stoicism. You could cry your eyes out, cry like a little baby because a girl hurt you. As long as you recognize those emotions, you feel those emotions, but you don't let them affect your actions, you are stoic, bro. Don't let no fucking person on this internet tell you, as a man you can't cry, as a man you shouldn't express emotions, as a man you can't do this. That's bullshit, bro. That's bullshit. That's weak. That's weak. You get me? If you feel sad, cry. If you're not feeling up to task, bro, express your emotions, journal, do whatever you need to do, talk to a friend. you get me? Don't bottle it up. But yeah, man, you need to face the suffering head on. Spend time alone. Feel the emotions. Do you get me? Feel the emotions. That's number 2. You get me? That's the second thing you need to do. The third thing you need to do, if you want to take an L to a positive, yeah, you need to take action. You need to embrace the suffering. And you need to cut off the distractions, bro. Do you get me? You need to cut off all the toxic things. You need to actually like try and become a better person. You get me? You need to work on your character. Do you get me? Like I said, in terms of the embracing the suffering thing, you got distractions, cool. But work on your character. Not too many men nowadays, yeah, with this self-improvement thing, bro. They want the money, they want the cars, but they don't talk about the integrity. They don't talk about the honesty. They don't talk about the brotherhood. They don't talk about loyalty. They don't talk about all of these character traits that you need. You need these character traits, bro. You can't, like, bro, if you got a Lambo, yeah, if you got a Lambo, but you're a piece of shit, at the end of the day, bro, your Lambo is meaningless. The only thing I have in this life is my character. My character can stand the test of time. If my character is not sturdy, it doesn't mean anything. Do you get me? It doesn't mean nothing. Do you get me? Obviously, the superficial stuff, go to the gym, you get me, try and make money, work on your business. Cool, you can do all that. Do you get me? You can do all that. But the deeper things is the character, bro. The character, who you are as an individual, you get me? I'm telling you, focus on your character. Actually try and become a better person. Now, there's multiple ways to do that. Do you get me? For those of us who are religious, draw closer to God. Draw closer to your religion. For those of us who aren't religious, you get me? Do what you need to do. But actually focus on leveling up, not just on the outside, on the internal. Because if you level up on the internal, in terms of like how you are as a human being on the inside, you get me? You will level up on the outside, you get me? Focus on being more gentle. Focus on being a nicer person, a more loving person, a more caring person. Because the thing is, when you're suffering, yeah, too many men, they suffer and they want to make everyone else suffer with them. Oh, I got cheated on, so now I got to cheat on a girl. Oh, somebody did me wrong, so now I got to do the next man wrong. That's weak. That's weak. The true testament of a person, or of a person who has good morals and integrity, is you do not let the outside world shape your character and shape your values. And when things go wrong, and when you don't get the outcome in life that you want, and you don't get the instant gratification of whatever thing that you wanted, or when you lose someone, or just you feel that pain, you feel that emotional, like just tagging on your heartstring, and you feel like you've been done wrong, that's when you need to do everybody in your life right, bro. You get me? That's when you need to double down. If your kindness got took for weakness, that doesn't mean you need to stop being kind. You need to be even more kind. Do you get me? Obviously to the right people. But yeah, man, work on your character. You know, develop the small habits. Things like that. And yeah, man, those are 3 things you can do if you want to level up. If you're currently hurting, you know what I'm saying? If you're currently going through it, if you're currently in pain, if you're currently suffering, man, do you get me? Embrace the suffering. Embrace the suffering. Embrace the pain. Because at the end of the day, all suffering is a state that you're in right now. Yeah, it's a state that you're in right now. But suffering itself, yes, it feels bad, but it's not inherently bad. You can decide what you do with that suffering. Do you get me? You decide what you do with this emotion. No one else. If you want to be a victim, you can be a victim. If you want to cry all day, not do anything, treat people like shit, you know what I'm saying, not work on yourself, and then 5 years later when you're a horrible, degenerate, mean, lazy, slothful, arrogant person, and you've not achieved the things that you wanted to achieve in life, and people are like, oh, why are you like this? And you're gonna say, oh, because XYZ happened. It's pathetic. It's not an excuse. It's just pathetic. Do you get me? You can't blame the circumstances in life for why you decided to become a bad person, or why you decided to give up on your goals, or why you nah. That's not how it works. It's all this villain arc bullshit of she broke my heart, I had a villain arc. That's just fucking stupid, bro. It's fucking stupid. Do you get me? And the niggas who fall for that, yeah, the niggas who fall for that whole, oh, she broke my heart, so I'm having a villain arc. Them man are sheep still. Them man are sheep. So yeah, man. I'm just letting you lot know, pattern up. Work on your character, work on your integrity. Embrace the suffering, embrace the pain. Embrace all the dark emotions. Feel those emotions. Cry if you have to. Scream if you have to. And don't let those emotions affect your actions. And yeah, that's it.